This is Aurora Native Garden, and I'm gardening in Aurora, Zone 5B. Today is Canada Day when I'm doing this recording, and it's super hot, so hot. Some of the things I do in the garden to help out with the wildlife, I don't know if you've seen before in my videos, is I have a hummingbird feeder. Last year we saw hummingbirds.
Oh, you scared it with your sneeze. Oh no. It's gone.
Actually in this patch, but I haven't seen them this year. The hummingbird feeder liquid in it is, I believe I have for 1 cup of sugar, I have 4 cups of water. So 1 cup of sugar, 4 cups of water, but I do 1/4 cup of sugar and I do 1 cup of water. So that's essentially the mix there. I also have something called a butterfly puddling station. I will have to redo this project a little bit. I bought these from Dollarama, and they're not coated, so they dry out quite quickly. I have some sand in there. I put some sea salt with no iodine, and then occasionally I'll put some berries. You can see the stem of the strawberries I put in, and some fruit that have like over-ripened. But I've discovered that chipmunks are the ones eating it, not butterflies yet. So anyhow, this is what I have here, and then I'll show you on the other side what else I have in my garden. You may see that I have these hanging stations of water. I can add a bit more pebbles in here, but actually a few minutes ago, and what inspired me to do this video, is I saw a wasp there. I came out maybe about 40 minutes ago and noticed that they were dry, and there was a poor wasp. Oh, there's one right now trying to hover to the station. So I will try to zoom in for you to see. So can you see him drinking some water? So I had set these up. I didn't know if anything was actually using it. I do know that the terracotta plate on the bottom there does get spilled over in the middle of the night. I think small creatures are drinking from there. The reason why I put rocks in there is so that the small critters have a chance of crawling out. I have seen a bee not do well in there. Actually, there's a little fly I think that has maybe died. I should put a little bit more rocks in there. But I have seen one almost drown and then crawl over to the pebble. So yeah, I can definitely put in a little bit more. The other thing that I have set up today, because it's so hot, I had this in my garden last year, but I haven't pulled it out yet. And today I set it up for them. I have a bird bath. So I have one up here, and then I have one down there also for the creatures. So I have some stepping stones for them, some stones if they need to crawl back out. And you notice that the water has a little bit of a bubbler in it. The bubbler I got from Amazon. I'll see if I can find the link of something similar or the exact one I bought. They're solar powered. The one thing I have noticed is that the dish of the bird bath needs to be pretty deep for it to do well. It does come with 2 different nozzle heads. One's flatter and one is taller. These ones are already the flatter ones. So let me turn the solar panel over for a second and let me show you. So this one's a little taller because this one's quite deep. But this head actually pops up. I won't pop it off now in case I break it. But when I flip that back over, it will start bubbling again. This also keeps the water moving. That way, like mosquitoes don't lay eggs in it. Let's see if I can show you this one. Let me turn over that. This one is a little bit more shallow, but the bowl itself is quite shallow. So on really hot days, They do, unfortunately, get dried up, and sometimes the other problem is this little motor here gets clogged with all the debris in the water. I'll try to clean it out once a day in the morning or evening. But yeah, essentially that's how they work. Last year we had some robins and starlings. Starlings I don't really like, but you know, everybody's got a drink. They really like this, and they came and was having a bit of a pool party. It was like wiggling it in it, and then a robin did the same thing. So the other thing I forgot to mention is when you have your bird baths, try to keep them in a spot that has some shade. So I actually have mine underneath my eastern redbud. That way it does provide a little bit of shade and the water doesn't evaporate as quickly. The other thing that I do, I know this is not a native plant, but I have a lady's mantle, and when it's really hot, I put a little bit of water. You just saw the wasp drink some of it. I try to just have a little bit of more natural puddles of water for them too. So I do like the lady's mantle for this purpose. It does give a bit of extra water for them, because I find that not all the bees and wildlife are knowing to use these quote-unquote type bee cups. Wasp is back to drink the water. You see him? So yeah, they definitely work. I highly suggest it. It does help the pollinators in the garden. But yeah, you can see another wasp there. Drink some water on a very hot day. Not sure what type of wasp it is. And again, like I said, I know this isn't the native part of the garden, but leaving out some water for them is always very helpful. Oh yeah, it was too sunny in that one spot. But yeah, as I was saying, if you don't have a pond, that is a great way of helping out the local wildlife. So yeah, feel free to try something like that to add some water feature, something small. I have a giant water feature, which is the pool in our backyard. We do see and save a lot of bees in there. I don't know if they get blown in or they're trying to drink water. That's why on the property I try to add a bit more water stations for them. That way they're not inclined to use the pool instead. But yeah, today's a quick one. Happy Canada Day. I probably won't be uploading it today. I just uploaded something this morning, this afternoon. But yeah, hope you had a good Canada Day and enjoy. See you in the next video.